Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Aparna Sood, and welcome back to TBC You and Me. Professionally, I'm a project manager, studying psychology masters and exploring various aspects of life. Bringing to you today a very interesting topic that people often talk about, that is, finding a balance in life. If you talk to anyone who knows me, they'll probably say, oh, she works too much, like 24/7. However, I have defined my own balance in my own unique way. This is what I'll try to explain and discuss today, that when we talk about finding balance in life, there is no black and white explanation or predefined concept around it. It is unique to everyone. So, how to find what is your balance and how to maintain that for your life, let us dig deeper. It is easier to understand that balance is required in everything you do. On a wider basis, yes, we can also say balance in life is crucial as a whole, or otherwise you will fall, right? Balance in life comes with bringing balance in every little thing about you and about your life. Your breathing, sleeping, eating, working, everything. For example, eating pizza every day would disturb your health pillar. And when one pillar gets weak, the foundation of entire monument comes at risk, isn't it? You must have heard a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Well, as said, you can't always have black and white when it comes to balance. When I gave an example of pizza, of course I love it, so I did my research that supports it as well, that you can actually live on pizza every day and still be healthy. Sounds weird, right? Well, look for yourself. Google right now Phil Duncan, who has traveled a lot of countries around the globe and eats pizza all day, every day. Now, there is a trick there. He takes care of what base he eats. He takes care of what salt he uses. And then what cheese he uses. So you can find your balance in anything you like, even when the world tells you that's impossible. Craft your own ways. Be the designer of your own life and your own balance. Balance in different spheres of your life, like family, friends, work, relations, health, mindset, everything and anything that you can think, it needs a balance for you. You see what's the right balance for you. Choose what you enjoy and love and craft it into the best productive balance that suits your lifestyle. People might say you're crazy the way you're leading your life, but you see if the elements are in the right place for you. Are you mentally and physically going well? It doesn't have to be done in one day. Be flexible, keep changing, be agile, keep improving. What is your balance based on? What are you running for? You need to answer these questions for yourself. For example, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. He's a Canadian American actor, producer, and semi retired wrestler. He's one of the biggest superstars in WWE history. His autobiography is one of the best sellers. Definitely, we need to look at how he thinks he has found his balance. He has a routine. You might not be able to follow it, but it's really interesting to find out how he thinks he has found his balance for himself. He wakes up at 4 in the morning, do some cardio, then breakfast, then some strength and conditioning training, and then he goes off to work. He takes 5 hours of sleep on an average, and for him, that is perfect. I remember relating to his words when he discussed how when he was in his 20s, he thought he had all the answers, when in reality, he didn't. And in 30s, like everyone else, he thought, okay, now I'm getting there. And finally, in his 40s, he realized that this is how it's going to be for him. Isn't that almost same for everyone? That eventually you grow, you evolve, and you develop, isn't it? But the point is, you have to start finding your balance. You won't get it in a day. It takes time, lots of amendments, changes, so many things. Once you get it, you'll get the best of both worlds and reach your maximum potential. I'm a big fan of Dwayne Johnson. Who doesn't like The Rock, right? He said once in an interview, know what you want, have an incredible work ethic, be your best, and follow your heart. I believe when you mix these things together, you'll find your balance. You need to be committed to excellence in whatever you want and howsoever you want your life to be. Now, that was the professional routine and balance of his life. He always spends time with his daughters. He loves them and do not compromise family for work. Now, that's the balance I'm talking about. What about you? Do you think it's a good balance? All I can say is, you don't have to be another Dwayne Johnson and adopt his approach to balance. Pick up the elements you like, learn from them, and design your balance for your life and become the best you. I love the element of discipline and dedication from his routine. What about you? Dig deeper. Okay, let us see life of Elon Musk, billionaire, CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, chairman of SolarCity, and was ranked by Forbes on their list of the world's most powerful people. From being raised by his abusive father in the suburbs of South Africa to now being one of the richest people in the world. It must be worth looking at what he thinks his balance of life is. He's not just an engineer and a business person. He's a loving father to 7 kids. He believes in utilizing every minute productively. Makes sense, isn't it? He gets 6 hours of sleep on an average and starts his day at 7 a.m. in the morning. As he told in an interview, he usually skips his breakfast and starts his day with replying to urgent emails. He plans his day there and then when he's making those email replies, deciding what's important for him. After that, he drops his kids to school. He works 85 to 100 hours a week. Just think about it. Results are evident, can't you see? He loves to be organized. He loves his work and enjoys every second of it. He plans his day ahead. He always visits his non-profit organizations as well. Even when he is so busy, he finds time for anything and everything. For productivity, he plans every second, but after work, he has his own life. He always has an hour or two for other things like meeting up, dinners, networking. He gyms twice a week. Weekends, he has free time, spending time with children, playing video games, parties, baking occasionally, and enjoying other bits of life. Also, I heard somewhere that he is an admirer of Benjamin Franklin. So, of course, the belief is if you are failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail. I love his quote that if you wake up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it's a great day. Again, I love work ethic of Elon Musk and I try to adopt some elements from his ethics to my balance. Can I be another Elon Musk? Well, God no. But I can be the best me. From his life, I can take the elements of time management, right? What about you? Think deeper. Always see what you're doing and how. Like Ingvar Kamprad, founder of IKEA, had a vision that divide your day in 10-minute slots and look carefully where those slots are invested or wasted. Now, that is to be seen as how you define it and how you think it might fit your life, or maybe the approach doesn't fit your life at all because it takes a lot of commitment and dedication to achieve that critical evaluation of your time. It's not easy, isn't it? And every approach is not for everyone. You see what suits you the best and pick those elements for yourself. These successful legends have carved their ways. Their balance is based on their life, their wishes, their situations, and expectations from them. Now it's time you try to find the best balance for yourself. You are the unique version of yourself. You need to polish it. Pick up something from these legends and try to incorporate it in your routine. See if it works. If it doesn't, bend it. Shape it as you want it to be. That suits you best. Work, success, they're okay. But what about family, friends, and relations? You must have heard the last words of Steve Jobs, who was an American businessman, industrial designer, investor, media proprietor, and of course, CEO and co founder of Apple, chairman of Pixar, and whatnot. The legend people look up to. Absolute genius. He died at the age of 56 because of pancreatic cancer. His last words were, I reached the pinnacle of success in the business world. In emphasis, my life is an epitome of success. However, aside from work, I have little joy. In the end, wealth is only a fact of life that I am accustomed to. At this moment, lying on the sick bed and recalling my whole life, I realized that all the recognition and wealth that I took so much pride in has become meaningless in the face of impending death. People say his last words were, oh wow, after looking at his family. We don't know what's the truth, but these words teaches you a lot. Whenever you read them or hear them anywhere, to me, it gives me goosebumps. You can do everything with money, but not let someone else take your sickness, right? You can just take an example from your own life. When you have fever, nobody else can replace you. You have to go through the suffering yourself. No money can just eradicate the symptoms from you. You have to deal with them. We all are running to increase the zeros at the end of the figure on our paycheck, but look for yourself. Are you happy? Are you healthy? Money is sourced to achieve other things, but it cannot be the only pillar of your life. No matter what watch you're wearing, how much your dress cost, how much rooms your house has, if you're not happy and healthy and not balancing your life, what's the point? It is important to understand that you have to be rich at heart first. Feel that enormous happiness inside you. When you wake up in the morning, you should be happy. Focus on your food, treat your body as temple, love your family and friends, find time to enjoy whatever you want. Like I like watching movies, no matter how busy I am, I always find time for it. Focus on your equation of life. What you are putting in, what's the cost, what's the output. Do not balance two things that are different in their base. Like money cannot be equated to health and happiness. However, as I said before as well, it's a source. Collecting sources is fine. Are you having a plan to work on other aspects and sources? Think about it. There are so many people who have everything, but still nothing. You must be having some people like that around you as well. Just analyze. Base the balance and divide the segments like materialistic segment, emotional well-being segment, physical well-being segment. These three pillars are well connected. One pillar shakes a bit and the foundation will fall. There is a Swedish lifestyle philosophy that is lagom. It just means like not too much and not too little. It applies to work, home, health, nature, everything. So try to see if you are living the life of too much. Is any aspect about your life telling you that you're doing too much? Maybe food, going out, working, enjoying. Too much of anything isn't a balance, right? Time is the most valuable asset to you, and that is the foundation to everything you do. Once this minute passed, it won't come back again. So, did you get in return for investing this minute in there, whatever you're doing? What is the equation? For example, sleeping. And the outcome is you get rejuvenated systems. Talking, you get awareness. Food, you fill the fuel to your body and it functions. Listening this podcast, it might boost your energy and increase your knowledge base. We are trading time for money most of our time. Okay, what are the other elements in this equation? When you're giving your services and you're getting the money, what else lies in that situation? Is there knowledge, skills, relations, fun, and much more. But how? Do you see it? Do you calculate it? That is when you have to be present in the moment. Here, now, this moment. See what is happening. Calculate it for yourself every now and then and just keep a track of it and not waste this wonderful life. Don't ever be overworked, overbooked, and in other words, don't ever be just lost. I'll share my balance. It is a work in progress though, but I'll share it with you. And I'm no legend, so maybe you can relate to my balance and pick something from that. I love working, I love movies, and I love food. Well, let's see the balance. I take special care of my relations, health, and work. When I say relations, as I live away from home, I always call at home at least thrice a day. No matter how busy I am, I'll do it. As for my friends, I have a very close circle. I call and talk to each one of them at least once in a month. It's not a duty, but I really enjoy the conversations and I like to catch up. Then, my health. Now, this pillar is supported by many sub-pillars for me. For my mental health, I meditate in the morning and before going to bed. It brings me more calm and peace. I practice mindfulness in everything I do by doing one thing at a time. I don't let myself sit idle. Now see, sitting and relaxing and sitting idle are two different things for me. Sometimes I'll sit by myself and sit near the window and sip my coffee or maybe just enjoy a song while watching at the sky. But sitting idle because I don't have anything to do, that can never be the case. When you sit idle, your brain wanders and then you grow weeds in the garden of your thoughts. And you don't want that, right? Then under my health pillar comes food. I'm eating right from quite a while now. Earlier, I used to skip meals and be careless, get a takeaway because I'm tired and don't want to cook. Well, I'm more committed now. I take proper meals no matter what I'm doing. My grandma used to say, you earn for food. And if you don't have time to eat, what's the point, right? Well, see, I listen. Then under health pillar, I exercise. I go for a walk in the morning, no matter what else I do in the day. Morning walks clear my head and gives me a great start. Then I do a dance cardio in the evening or something else. It depends. Next pillar is work. Well, when I'm not doing anything else, I'm working. I love creating new ideas, having new thoughts. I work as a project manager and I meet so many people around the world and I learn a lot from them. So I like conversations and networking. Then I'm a student advisor as well. I like to see how students think and what can I do about it to help them in some way. I'm a guest lecturer as well, so I always enjoy when students have intriguing ideas and questions for me. Then the best thing in my routine is this podcast that I started last month in June. I like sharing things with all of you, trying to help maybe just one out there who needs a bit of a push. I love reading your stories and experiences that you send me. So, I balance all these in my 24 hours. I enjoy it, I love it, and I'm always looking for something new in that. So look deeper at your pillars today. See your balance. Take a pen and paper, draw 3 lines. Write down the divisions of your life and see what are you doing to strengthen these pillars. Share your ideas and stories with me. You can use the submission form on our website, that is truth-bliss-consciousness.webador.co.uk, or you can comment under the video on our YouTube channel. Take your stories in the discussion box of YouTube. You can DM me on Instagram or email me at truth.bliss.consciousness@gmail.com. You can see all these details in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the episode. My only intent is, let us speak together and grow together.